What is up and welcome back, and in this video we are going to talk about fast breaks. I'm going to give you a whole bunch of different tips and strategies how you can start a fast break and how you can finish on the other side of the basketball court during that fast break, and also everything in between. So the first thing I do want everybody to know is the best way you can start a fast break and be efficient is by passing the ball, especially if you're deep inside the basketball hoop, kind of around that area, the key, or somewhere on the sides, right? If you have a player that's further out, for example, on the 3 or even the half court line, or let's just say he's cherry picking, right? It's just gonna be a lot better than you grab the ball and just throw it out to him, okay? So that's gonna be the most efficient way to start a fast break. Get the ball out as fast as possible. Now, I do know a lot of you guys, right, especially if you're a young player or maybe inexperienced, sometimes you're going to want to start a fast break by taking it coast to coast, right? You grab the rebound like right here, right? You're going to want to take off as fast as possible, even though you got teammates that are already taking off, okay? So if you have teammates that are ahead of you, try to get the ball to them, okay? That's something important because the coach, he's going to notice those things, especially if you try to take it coast to coast and then you get the ball stolen or you miss a layup. Believe me, that's going to put you kind of further down on the line of who's going to start or who's the better player, okay? So remember that. Now, I'm not saying it cannot work because going coast to coast can work, but you gotta know in what situations. For example, if you grab the ball and you know that the defense is slacking, right? They're not paying attention, then you can just blast through there, right? Just go as fast as possible coast to coast. Grab it, and you see that everybody's like jogging back, they're not even looking. They saw you got the ball, and they turn their back, right? They're kind of jogging lightly, right? That's your chance. When you see their backs towards you, that's going to be a cue, okay? So I want you to know that as a player, as a guard, or just as a general basketball player. If you get the ball and you turn around and you see a lot of backs towards you and not a lot of people looking at what you're doing, that's your chance just to take off really fast and blow right past them. When they turn around, you're going to be already passing them, okay? So going coast to coast does work, but you got to know in what situations. But again, it's not going to be the most efficient. Now, a player that does the coast to coast real good is going to be Russell Westbrook. We've seen him just take off, right? But that guy is so quick and he can play above the rim, okay? If you can play above the rim, you can have an advantage because when you're out there with that much speed, you're just going to make your jump a lot better, okay? But if you're not an above the rim player, I mean, you gotta be able to finish with those high floaters or just have a real good layup package. So think about that, all right? Get the ball out as fast as possible with a pass, all right? That's gonna be the best way to do it. Sometimes, not gonna be that often, right? It's gonna be kind of rare. You can go coast to coast, you grab the rebound and you just take it down the court. And then the third thing is going to be the fast break is not always going to be there, okay? Because if you're trying to make a fast break in a lot of situations that is not the best, you're going to get bad results. So it's important to have that IQ. A fast break is not always going to be available. Now next we're going to talk about the middle ground. And we can call that kind of where the three-point line is at to the other three-point line. So that's going to be kind of like a general area that we can call the middle ground. Now in this middle ground area, it's going to be very important that you survey the basketball court because then you can see who's coming with you, what teammates you have, and also where the defense is spotting up. Maybe they might be right next to you or they're going to try to 2-on-1 to stop that fast break. Or maybe they're already a little bit ahead and they're sort of setting up. They could be running this way and looking back, right? Or maybe they're already backtracking like this because they're already to their spot where they want to how they want to play that fast break, that defense for the fast break. So it's going to be very important that you survey the court because it's going to tell you what's available, what options you have. And I'm going to give you a couple of different examples. So the first one is going to be when you get the ball right here, right? As an example, you get a pass to you or a rebound or you're taking it coast to coast. You're kind of in this area. You're going to want to survey the court because I know you guys seen this in gals. Sometimes somebody gets the ball and they throw it out. They go so fast, right? All of a sudden, there's a fast break going this way. and then someone steals the ball and there's a fast break going back the other way, right? So why did that happen? Because that player did not survey the court. He's the one that get out so fast, he got the ball, he's already throwing it, right? Throwing it ahead. And then somebody else got intercepted, okay? Now this last section that we're going to be talking about is going to be finishing your fast breaks. And this one kind of applies when you're kind of crossing like the half court all the way to reaching the rim or the bucket, right? The basket. And it's going to be getting past your defender. And I think this is going to be a very vital one. I know I'm thinking some requests that I got is going to be about getting past defenders. And I'm going to give you a lot of different tips how you can get past defenders specifically. So you're going to be looking for two types of defenders. One defender is going to be the one that plays you like this. Kind of squares up. He's not really playing the left side or the right side, right? He's pretty much just trying to get in your way. So that defender, when I ever see that stance, especially during a fast break, right? Where they're backtracking and they're like this, man, that's the easiest type of defender to get past because again, he's not really guarding any side. So if you have a lot of speed behind you where you're coming down court, and this can happen like the middle ground or it can happen further down during the scoring lane, right? That defender, you might encounter him, he's like this, right? All you really have to do, again, it's just knowing the cheat codes, right? It's just blow right past. That can be easy hesitation. I'll give you an example. You can just be, and you're gone. And there's so many moves how you can get this player. It's gonna be any one single move, right? You can do the push crossover, right? Not the crossover where the ball goes underneath, not this type of crossover, right? You don't want to be coming down court all fast, and then having to throw the wait for the ball to cross between your legs, and then keep going. That's gonna slow you down. You just come down, and you just throw the ball over your legs. Carry it over your legs. Get past that defender. You don't have to do it so close to him also, right? Because you don't want to get so close. You have so much speed behind you. That's what I want everybody to realize. You have so much speed behind you, right? So you can beat that defender. Let's say he's on this line, right? You don't have to like get so close to him. When you're like right here, you have so much speed, you just take off. So you see how like speed is your ally on that type of defender. He can be, again, in the middle ground area. We are here at the 3-point line. Even over here, once you get past them, easy finish, boom. It's just knowing the cheat codes, right? It's just blow right past. That can be easy hesitation. I'll give you an example. You can just be, and you're gone. Now I'm going to give you some more advanced techniques. So lots of times you're going to have defenders right near you, right? You're coming down, he's not giving you space no more. He's going to be playing you close, right? You're coming down. There's that type of running. He's not flat-footed with no energy again. This is flat-footed with hardly any energy. This right here, he's got some bounce. You see the difference? Now with those type of players, when you're coming down right here and they're right here, right next to you, let me not bounce the ball so you can hear. When you're coming down and he's right next to you, you're going to want to beat them to a spot. That's the key during a fast break. You're coming down, quick, he's coming down, quick. Beat him to the inside lane. Now you have him behind you. When he's behind you, you can finish that a lot easier. Okay, he's coming down, you're coming down. right there you're getting his weight, right? Maybe you slow down a little bit, so he loses his footing, his speed, then you speed up back again. That's like an advanced technique. Another one, a lot of coaches teach, is bumping that defender. You're coming down, right? He's coming down with you. Yeah. Boom. And finish. You want to hit that defender. Throw him off his equilibrium, his balance. Now you can't jump, right? You're pushing him back, now you can't run as fast. Right? Use your body to shield him. Another one is going to be bump the defender as you're jumping in the air. Because not always he's going to be right behind you or right next to you, right? Sometimes you're going to be coming down this way, he's going to meet you right here. You're thinking, I got a layup, he's thinking he has a block. So who's going to prevail? The guy that hits first in the air, right? Most likely, refs usually give it to the ball handler, right? You're making that finish in the air with contact, right? You're jumping up and finishing. The ref's not gonna call something on you. I mean, don't extend that arm way out there too much either. You don't want to hit him. Jump up like that, right? Keep that elbow a little bit extended. Don't make it too obvious that you're trying to elbow. You're just protecting the ball, right? Like that. Nice and strong. You come in the air, boom, and finish. So again, this is the same concept with the one on the ground, right? You want to throw his momentum, his balance off. Now this next detail is going to be very important, especially if you're up in numbers. You're always going to want to make your defender commit, especially if you're the ball carrier, okay? So really make it look like you're trying to make that layup, because if that defender doesn't bite for it, then you're going to have a nice open layup. But if you do see him commit, then you know you can pass off the ball to your open teammate, your teammate that's trailing you, okay? So remember, really make that defender think you're going to score. So make it look just like an exact layup. And then you got the pass. Because the whole idea of that is you want the defender to get off the ground. You're going to want him to really come in and try to block that shot, right? Or even just slow down his momentum. Because the moment you kind of think that you're going to go up, right, he's going to stop, right? At that point, you know you can score that shot, or you're just going to put him in a compromising position. Because if he's coming full speed with you, right, you make it seem like you're going to jump, and he kind of hesitates, right, looking for that pass, and you do pass it. Look, he's already going to be in a compromising position because he has no momentum. He's going to have to jump straight up. Then your teammate's going to come full speed and finish that off, okay? So I didn't want to forget to mention that tip. So that's going to be all the details for a fast break. We already talked about how when you get the ball, it's good to be efficient. Try to be efficient all the way from the beginning of the fast break all the way to the end. You're going to have a whole bunch of options. We talked about a whole bunch of different details that you can use, all the way from beating your defender, right? Using speed to beat your defender, and then to the finishes, how you can glide to the basket and also make that defender commit if you're the ball carrier. Then you can pass it off as well. So that's going to do it for this basketball video. Hopefully everybody is getting better with these videos. You're picking up little things here and there that's going to improve your game and your IQ. We'd love to see one of you guys or gals make it to professional basketball. Also the ladies, I know the ladies are getting a lot better with the skills and talent, a lot of talent out there. Love to see it. And what I really appreciate is you guys can sub. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We are a small channel, maybe like 570 or so. So every little bit does help. So with that said, we're gonna have more stuff for everybody. We're also going to have a few giveaways for this summer. And like always, we appreciate everybody stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.